Welcome to the Innovation World Podcast, your go-to source for all things innovation, invention, and entrepreneurship. Our website is www.innovationworld.org.
And welcome to the Innovation World Podcast series. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Julie Shively, and I have my co-host with us today, Jake Mendelson. Say hello, Jake.
Hello, Jake.
And greetings. We're very excited. This is the Global Innovation Field Trip Week. We do a quarterly 24-hour virtual celebration of young innovators from around the world. And we will start that this Saturday at noon Eastern time. That's US New York time. And it will run for 24 hours. And we will have about 65 to 80 presentations during that time. A good portion of those will be young innovators presenting what they've done. And some of those will be innovation programs around the world that are inspiring and supporting young inventors or young innovators, excuse me. Let's see what else is going on that we need to update people on. InventFuture.global. We are the US affiliate for InventFuture.global's Food Systems Challenge that's starting pretty soon. And we have probably 10 or so US students that will represent us in this global challenge. And Jake, do you want to just say real quickly what this challenge will be about?
Well, it's about food. It's with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal number 2. We're addressing a real world problem. And the students are going to be working together in teams. Students from around the world will be working together to research, identify the problems, and come up with solutions, which will then be presented to the United Nations. So it's kind of a very exciting thing. That's coming up at the end of July.
Yes, it is. And I think that we just closed registration for that. Some component of that will probably be public, so check back with us and we will share information about that soon. I think we're also working towards your InventFuture.global's Global Innovation Challenge that's coming up September 25th and October 2nd. We have, again, US representatives coming to that program to compete with students from around the world. And that's just really very, very exciting. And the difference between the two really is in the Global Innovation Challenge, students will be competing against students across the world, whereas the Food Challenge, they will be collaborating with students across the world. They'll be set up on a team with students from other countries, which is a really, really wonderful way to learn outside your own sphere of life. We're excited that we get to be part of both of those. So any other updates you can think of real quick, Jake?
Well, actually, yes, two. First of all, when you talked about the Global Innovation Field Trip, you didn't mention the dates because people may be watching this later. So it's going to be July 10 and 11, okay? And if you're watching this and it's past July 10 and 11, we're having another Global Innovation Field Trip in October and another one in January. So whenever you're watching this, there'll be another one in, a few months.
Next quarter.
The next quarter.
And so to sign up to either watch a Global Innovation Field Trip or to be a participant presenter, you just go to www.globalinnovationfieldtrip.org. And all the information is right there, and you can connect with Jake or I or the rest of the Global Innovation Field Trip team. Okay.
And it's free.
And it's free. Absolutely. Well, today we have a really special guest, and I'm very excited about this guest. I actually happened to connect with her, I think originally through LinkedIn. I saw her out there, and as soon as I saw this young lady on LinkedIn, I had to stop and read her profile and figure out who she was and why was this 7-year-old on LinkedIn, and was just so impressed with her. I had a meeting with her and her mom, and she is just a super impressive young innovator. And I knew that all of you would want to listen to her and learn from her and frankly be inspired by her. Her name is Paisley Elliott. Paisley, say hello.
Hello.
Paisley is from Texas, and she is going in second grade or third grade?
Third grade.
She's going to go into third grade. And why don't you tell us a little bit about, excuse me, and Paisley, by the way, is the founder of Paisley's Pals. Her description on LinkedIn says she's tiny but mighty, humanitarian focused on quality education for all, and believer in educating for a sustainable future. Wow. All right. So Paisley, why don't you tell us a little bit more about yourself and how you started Paisley Pals and why?
So I am 8 years old and I am the founder and chief ideas officer of Paisley's Pals, a nonprofit I started when I was 4 years old. And so one day when I was in school, I learned about refugees. And in case you don't know what a refugee is, it is a person or a family who has to flee across land or sea and has a choice to flee or die. And they can carry only as many things as they can carry. Bring as many things as they can carry. And then when I came home, I went straight to my room and I grabbed an arm full of stuffed animals and told my mom that we needed to help these refugee kids. And then that's how it all started. Then I've done projects ever since.
How did you end up taking the stuffed animals and sending them off to students or to kids in these refugee camps?
I actually have no idea about that.
You have no, you're
Yeah,
not
my
part
mom
of
didn't tell
the,
me. My mom didn't tell me.
okay. Okay. Last time we talked, you had some other things that you were doing now too, not just related to stuffed animals. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your other initiatives?
So after that, I raised 500 pounds of first aid supplies to bring to some kids in Mexico. Then I raised over $20,000 to help build a school in Greece. And then I saw all these plastic bottles everywhere and I decided I should do something about it. So I created the Shine Box. It's a mobile classroom focused on sustainability, and it's a makerspace and a STEM lab mixed together, and it will help kids learn about the SDGs and many more things.
So it teaches kids about the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals?
Yes.
Okay. And I think that when we talked last, you had a designer out of, was it France? Italy, who had reached out to you and asked if he could help make your shine box. Are they called shine boxes?
Yes.
Shine boxes. And how's that going?
It's going great, and now it's getting shipped over here to Texas.
Yeah. Do you want to tell us
tomorrow?
Oh wow! How exciting! Gosh, we should have done this tomorrow. You could have described your shine boxes to us. And do you want to put in a plug for this designer who's helping you? Do you want to say his name?
His name is Paolo.
Paolo. Okay. Well, thanks, Paolo. So what are you gonna? How many design or shine boxes will you get tomorrow?
Only one. This is like the prototype.
Wow. The first real prototype of it?
Yes.
I know you guys made some prototypes earlier, didn't you? Out of different materials. Very nice. And if you approve it, then you're going to have him produce more of them.
Yes.
Okay. Now, I had an opportunity to see the Shine Box last time, and I know that our listeners won't be able to see it when this turns into a podcast, but maybe you could describe what the Shine Box is like. Like, how big a box is it? Does it roll? What happens when you open it? What's inside it?
Are you talking about one or two?
One or two. You have two different shine boxes?
Yes.
I think you should tell us about both.
Okay, so the first one is big and it's made out of metal. And this is funny. So when I was on my way to Switzerland to give a speech about it, we stopped at London Heathrow Airport, and they were able to get it off the plane, but not on the plane again. So that's when we decided that we needed to make another one.
So that was your version 1.
Yes. And version 2 is now smaller, and it weighs only 33 pounds. And it is small enough that I can even be a carry-on bag. And it is made out of 100% sustainable wood.
It's a wooden box. Does it roll?
No, it's
Okay.
in a bag that you can carry.
Okay. And so what happens when in the future, when you're producing these and the shine box gets out to a teacher and they open it, what will they find?
They will find 6 seats or desks, one stand, and a loom.
64 desks?
No, 6 desks.
Oh, 6. I'm sorry. That would be a lot of desks. And they'll find a loom.
Yes.
The loom as in creating something. I don't know how to describe it. A loom as I would have made a pot holder on a loom, that kind of loom?
Like the loom, like a loom, like you can make a carpet.
Yeah. Wow. So Jake, I've been asking all the questions. I'm very sorry to hog the time. You're on mute still.
Paisley, this is very interesting. I have a question. You just walked past it real quickly. You said you raised $20,000. How did you raise $20,000?
I had lemonade stands.
You sold $20,000 worth of lemonade?
No, I raised $20,000 to help build the school. We made the lemonade.
But how did you raise the $20,000? Where did that money come from?
So people had to pay to get the lemonade.
How much did a glass of lemonade cost?
$3.
$3?
Yes.
You sold a lot of lemonade.
That's pretty incredible.
Wow, very impressive. And then you said you went to Switzerland?
I went to Greece to build the school. And after that, I went to Switzerland.
And what were you doing in Switzerland?
I spoke at the United Nations, I believe.
Very good, very impressive, very impressive.
Or was it the Global Refugee Forum? I mean, it was the Global Refugee Forum.
Either way, that's very
Yeah.
impressive, Paisley. We feel very proud that you graced us with an appearance on our podcast and that your video is going to be on the Global Innovation Field Trip. What time is she scheduled, Jake? Do you know?
I don't remember. I don't have them all memorized. She probably knows. Paisley, when are you scheduled? Do you
1:15.
1:15 on Saturday. Must be on Saturday.
Well, that's good then.
She's in Texas. You're in Austin, right?
Grapevine.
Grapevine. Wait,
Dallas.
Dallas. Okay, it's the same thing. You're in Central Time Zone. So that's 2:15.
2:15 Eastern time. Okay. I'm going to have to make sure I'm there to listen to that. So what are your future plans, Paisley? Are you done? Are you done innovating? You're just going to go back to school and forget it all now, or?
No, I'm gonna change the world while I'm a police officer. Then I want to be the first girl president.
I have bad news for you. I don't think you will be the first. I think there will be a female president long before you are old enough
Yeah.
to become president. So
Maybe.
Maybe.
But if
Who
not,
knows?
yeah, that's right. That's right.
I mean, I have no idea how.
Well, you could be the first most successful female president. How about that?
Yeah, I think that's good.
okay.
A lot of those people that end up president were before a senator or a congressman or an attorney. And look, you're going to be
A lemonade salesman.
somebody that's lemonade sales and excellent philanthropist by then. I mean, those are qualities that not a lot of the presidents have had. So that would be very cool.
In fact, actually, that would be wonderful. Usually people say they want to run to be president because they want to help the world and change the world. It would be very nice to have a president who helped the world and changed the world before they came president.
You don't make a point.
Okay, Paisley, you've got one vote. Just telling you, I'll vote for you.
I'll vote for you.
Okay.
Too. So Paisley, if somebody wants to look at your shine boxes, are they on your website?
I think so.
Is that paisleys.pals.com or .org?
Org.
Okay. And then what do you need from people? What can people help you with?
Money.
Yeah. Can they donate money by going to your website?
Yes.
Okay. And that's www.paisleys.pals.org.
Yes.
And Paisley is spelled Paisleey.
Yes.
Very good. Anything else you would want to say, Paisley, to other students who are 7, 8 years old and thinking about becoming innovators, but aren't really sure if a kid can do it?
Yes. Even if you're small, you can still change the world. Even if you only plant one tree, you're still changing the world.
It's true. It's true.
Very good. I think Paisley's going to grow up and be so many things. And one of those is going to be a motivational speaker.
Actually, I don't think she has to grow up. I think she's already grown up.
That is true.
She just has to get a little older. She doesn't have to get more mature.
That's very true. Your parents, I assume they're very supportive of all of your efforts.
Yes.
That's very good. I think that's important. How about your teachers? Do they help you too?
Yes. They support me a lot.
Yeah. Very good.
Paisley, do you know why? Because they want to be able to tell people, oh, I was her teacher. I was her teacher.
Yes.
Well, Paisley, I want to thank you for coming on our show tonight. We really appreciate that. We want to follow everything that you do, and we wish you so much success. And I know you can't make it to this Global Innovation Field Trip. I remember we talked about you guys coming back in October, maybe, because you were going to do something special in October. Do you remember? Do you know what the date of that event is you're doing in October?
No.
There was somewhere you were going to travel to, and you were going to
probably
deliver shine boxes.
Yes. Probably the whole month, and we're going to Uganda.
Okay, and we talked about you maybe joining the Global Innovation Field Trip in October when you were there and sharing your shine boxes with us directly. That would be so cool. And you guys have to let me know when you guys have a date for that, okay?
Okay.
I'll let you know when we have our official date for the Global Innovation Field Trip. I think it's going to be the middle of the month, but we're still working on it. We'll get back with you on that. And then you could do something from Uganda. That would be beautiful. Okay?
Absolutely. Great.
Okay.
And if that doesn't work in October, we're doing it again in January. So
You can come back and update us every gift.
And then in March or April?
April.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. Hang with us for just a minute. We'll close the show.
Thank
Last
you so
minute-
much for letting me join.
Oh, you're very welcome. It was our pleasure, really. And for our guests,
I got to talk to a president. I'm very excited.
thank you all for joining us tonight. Just a quick reminder, go out to the Global Innovation Field Trip, register as an attendee to watch the show this weekend. You can watch any of it, all of it. We love to have you there. It'll be live streamed over YouTube, and you can comment to the presenters or ask questions through YouTube. And I think it's 2:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if you want to listen to Paisley's presentations, which will be on there.
But everything's also recorded. So if you can't make it, go to the website and all the recordings will be there.
Yep.
Not immediately. It may take a week or two till we get them all
Takes
up.
about a week, and we'll have them all uploaded, included, including Paisley's, and that would be www.globalinnovationfieldtrip.org. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you for joining us today for the Innovation World podcast. Innovation World is your go-to source for all things innovation, invention, and entrepreneurship. Our website is www.innovationworld.org.